Okay, good morning, guys. Let's get started. All right. So I didn't stream yesterday. I was on the road. Let's go through my portfolio a little bit. BCRX had a nice run yesterday, gapping up today. I need to sell some here pre-market. Scale out a little bit. This SC keeps holding up above the rising 10 days, an incredible strength here. Livongo had a nice run after we added in the high 76s, low 77s. I did sell a bunch yesterday of those ads. I think I sold all the ads yesterday, so I only have the... No, I still have some of the ads left. I'm gonna sell the last of my ads today if it keeps going. Incredible stock. You can clearly see it. It keeps riding the 10 and the 20, 10 and the 20, 10 and the 20. All you need to focus on. Glad you're still alive. Thanks. Thanks, David. At least someone cares about me. I keep saying that you guys are my only friends. It's true. PDD had the big... Beely and PDD had big shakeouts a couple of days ago. I did sell my ads on both of these days, on 2 days ago. But so far they both found support on the rising 10 day. They both put in higher lows. So the charts are still intact. Shopify keeps riding the rising 10 day. Fastly actually bought it yesterday. I get a feeling this thing wants to go to like 100, 110 plus. It just keeps riding the rising 10 day and it's building higher lows. Net wants to go higher. GAN looks decent. D-Dog looks like it wants to take another leg higher. I mean, we are just in a relentless bull market. Unbelievable. Tesla, I went short yesterday. I sold my long and I went short. I'm short almost 3,000 shares overnight. It's a pretty decent position. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is it. We'll see. Portnoy was off yesterday? Really? Why? Ismaili keeps riding the rising 10 day. You see this? This is how institutional quality stocks. This is how they should act. Stop trading a random piece of shit stocks. Start focusing on the leaders. You want the stocks that surf the rising 10 and 20 day moving averages. You want to be in the momentum leaders. TCC? What is that? I don't know what it is. You don't remember giving me the day off yesterday? I think you have a bad memory. NIO, I sold it yesterday. I sold it when it started taking out the previous day's lows. So I sold it like 1093, and now and now it's 30% higher. I love this market. It's amazing. NVAX I sold too. Where did I sell NVAX? Like high 70s, and now it's over $100. I love it. This market is just amazing. Everything you sell goes up another 30 to 50% in a few weeks or a few days even. Yeah, he had to move his account, but he got a like 2 weeks notice, didn't he? So like, what's the problem? You know, he had like at least a week or two to open up an account somewhere else. All right. Of course, I'm still in Beely. I sized down. I took off the ads. There's no reason to sell this thing. It held the rising 10-day, built another higher low. It's a great acting stock. I just wanted to go sideways so we can get a new entry on it. Same thing with PDD. This one shook me out of my ads also, and then it reclaimed the base. These are textbook charts. No reason to sell out of them yet. They haven't even violated the 20-day moving averages yet. Yeah, NK I'm watching, but it's thin. I won't trade it. Lake, yeah, this one too. Nah, I won't trade it. It's too thin for me. I'm taking it off. Too thin. I'm actually watching a bunch of stuff on the short side. Ah, this nickel is gapping up. I wanted a gap down on it. I wanted the whatever. Can't get everything. Anyway. Reno is on vacation. Does it deserve a vacation? Yeah, I've been short DraftKings for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've been short since like 38, 39 bucks. When it started breaking down. Alright, overstock on short watch. This thing is up 1600%, 1500% in 4 months. And it's getting extended. It's up like more than double from the nearest base. And also TQQ, I'm potentially watching for a short. And also NIO. We'll see how these things act. We will see. Cockpea. It's a coronavirus random. I don't know, it's too random. It's a pump stock. But the chart looks good. The chart looks good. It's been uptrending for a month and it looks like it wants to break out and go higher. No, I sold NIO yesterday. Oh, Tesla just got stopped out of half size. Got stopped out of half of my position on Tesla right now. It's way too strong. Get some pizza. Yeah. No, pizza, someone asked me earlier, it's too slow on stock. It's not really a trading stock. It's too slow. That's the problem with pizza or PCCA. No, I'm not long Tesla anymore. I'm short Tesla. But my track record the past few weeks is whenever I've sold out of a position, it keeps going another 30-50% in a short amount of time. So on Nikola, I don't know. Opening range highs is a good standard answer I usually have. I'm gonna pass on Nikola. I don't like this gap up. I just shorted some overstock. See if this thing can get some juice to the downside. Yeah, this is why we didn't want the gap up on Nikola. Now it's fading the gap. It's what it is. I'm tempted re-shorting Tesla opening range lows. If we get there. Overstock? Yeah, so far. I should have done more size though. I only did 30,000. I was gonna do 50,000 initial, but then I saw the stock isn't that liquid. But I think it could fade back to high mid 30s over the next few sessions. I don't think that would be my target. The rising 10-day. Okay, let's see. Fastly having some follow through. Speely, god damn. They had to shake me out. Looks like Overstock is shaping up again on the upside. Some of these growth stocks are starting to get seriously overextended. Or not serious overextended, but extended. Just keep grinding higher. Pretty amazing. Nikola. Watch the opening range highs for those of you who are dying to play Nikola. I just re-shorted the Tesla I got stopped out of. Not maybe the best idea, but I don't know. I just think it's it extended. NNVC. I wouldn't trade this thing. It's a total fraud. There may be some halt risk in it, but you know, you never know with these momentum stocks. It could go to 15. I don't know. Personally, it's a pass, but if you really want to play it, sure, opening range highs. What? Yeah, it's getting pumped as a battery play. They always pump this thing every year. Now it's a battery play. It used to be like wireless charging. Sure, it can move. AYRO? No, I got stopped AYRO the same day. They had an offering intraday, those fuckers. I was up over 200. I was up almost 300k on it, if I remember correctly. And then they had an offering, and I made like 5k on it total. I love it. I love it. I know. They happen all the time on piece of shit microcaps. On the ones that are knowingly pumping their own stock. Legit stocks, legit companies never do offerings intraday. NIO first red 5-minute candle. I may short some. I just covered some overstock. It's a pretty decent move so far. Yeah, absolutely. Long UVC? Why? Why do you want to long UVXY? Is it based on emotion? Or is it based on an actual setup? Shorting the SPY? Why do you want to short the SPY? Is it based on emotion or actual setup? I just want to know your thinking, and then I will give you my opinion. Overstock, so far, they look extended. The SPYs are just coming out of a small consolidation. They don't look extended. SPY has been going sideways for a year. Just coming out of a big range, if you go back a little bit. I don't think they're extended at all. Tiger, yeah, this Tiger, yeah. Sting woke up. I remember when they IPO'd. They have some insane growth, but the stock is very, very liquid. Highly manipulated? Why is it? Who's manipulating it? Yeah. Could, yeah, you know, you never know with the China names, that's true. Wait. I don't think this is a scam. They are actually owned. Interactive Brokers has a big position in them. They may not be a scam, actually. Or maybe they are, I don't know. But it may not be an obvious short. Yeah, this offering stopped me out break even. I only made 5 grand on it after being up 300 grand. Yay! And now it's inching higher. It's a big fuck you in my face. Oh god, it's annoying. I had such a good entry on it when it broke the intraday highs. Or yeah. Like, or I actually anticipated the break. I even survived the dip below the rising VWAP. I was close getting stopped out, but I didn't get stopped out. And then it was up a lot, and then they had this intraday offering. Super annoying. NIO is showing a little bit of weakness, but it's still above the VWAP. But I'm gonna take a starter short soon. FSLR, yeah, it looked good 2 days ago when it broke out. Nicola. Yeah, it's up a couple of bucks from the opening range highs. That's true. 4? No, it's too illiquid and there's no setup here. Maybe if it can go to 70, 80 or something in the next week, then it could be interesting as a short, but right now, no. Because options are a sucker's game. That's why I prefer shorting. It's needless complexity. And you're putting the odds, you always want the odds in your favor. And every time you add complexity, you have worse odds. Rune. It's just a random liquid microcap stock. You know, guys, you need to trade the liquid leaders. There's pretty much no edge on something like this. It's just a random stock doing a random thing. This thing could go to $8 by tomorrow. Tesla held another higher low on the 60-minute chart. I'm probably gonna get out of my stopped out of my ad again. Yeah, NK is going. Yeah, I passed on it. It's too liquid for me, but the setup looks good. Absolutely, it's a high tide flag. It's pretty much a 5-star high tide flag. It's HLL. Oh, HLL actually found support on the rising 10-day. Oh, BLDP, I got stopped out of it yesterday too, and now it looks like it wants to go higher. I hate this market. I have such a hard time holding these stocks that go straight up, like BLDP. It went up, what, 40% in a week after I bought it? I just have the itch to sell them, and then they keep going higher. That's the type of market we're in. Yeah, NIO, I did a starter short, 60,000 shares. It took out the first red 5-minute candle on the downside. Or actually I did use the lows of this green candle here, but anyways, it's starting to break the previous 5-minute candles. So I'll be looking for an ad spot if it doesn't stop me out. Holy shit, overstock. This thing is straight down. Up a nice 6 figures on it. Nice quick trade. I'm gonna cover some more here. I've covered up a little bit. You know what? I need to cover more. I've covered up almost a third on overstock. Nice trade. Next target would be like high mid 30s on overstock. What scans I use? I just scan for the strongest stocks on every time frame. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. Just scan for the 1 or 2% strongest stocks. You'll find the high tide flags. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Fastly, time to sell some into strength. Your way to scan? How did it change your life? I mean, scans are just scans. Like, anyone can scan. Scans are the easy part. It doesn't really matter what scans you run. It's simple. You had the fanciest. Yeah, that's what I'm keep saying to people. Keep it simple. The complexity is gonna kill you. Complexity is a loser's game. Everyone's chasing complexity, but simplicity is the way to financial freedom. It really is. You really only need to have some kind of a momentum criteria, like price change or some kind of a ranking to find the strongest stocks in different time frames, and then have like some kind of a liquidity criteria. That's all you need. You don't need all the fancy stuff. I know a lot of people have these if-then scenarios, and if this is this, then that has to be that, and they have like these 50 things in their scans. It's just, dude. I'm happy, Shad68, that it helped you. I keep telling you, I'm not here to give you alerts. I'm just here to show you a better way of doing things and motivate you to put in hard work to understand how stocks move. Actually study the stock market instead of going with your gut feeling or emotions or someone else's opinions or your opinions or this or that. None of these things are gonna make you money. What makes money is developing a set of specific setups that you have backtested for decades, that you know they work, and then just listen to the market. The market will tell you. The stocks will tell you when they're ready. You just have to listen. Doing random things because of random sets of circumstances, not gonna make you money. Yeah, I'm long PE. Has been no reason to sell it. I'm gonna use the 20-day as my stop. Nothing more fancy than that. Exactly. If it ain't complex, you can't sell it. Simplicity doesn't sell. It's true. That is absolutely true. Because people are like, wait, if it's that simple, why would I pay money for it? And that's exactly the reason you probably should pay money for it. Just to keep you in check. Like I used to have these super complex things too. Like I used to look at way many different setups, and I was doing, just a bunch of random stuff. Every year I'm trying to do it even more simple. I wouldn't be surprised if in like 5 years I don't even use any moving averages. I'm always trying to remove stuff. Because it's all a distraction. The more things you have in your charts, the more things you look at, the more distracted you get. Trading is all about execution, and you execute the best if you only watch a few things, and that's number one. And number two, if you have conviction. It's hard to have conviction if you're watching a lot of things, and it's hard to have conviction if you haven't studied a certain setup, if you haven't spent hundreds and even thousands of hours studying a certain setup. I think people use complexity as an excuse to not do their homework. Instead of spending a couple of thousand hours studying specific setups, going back and just looking at charts and trying to understand how stocks move and how markets move, they add a bunch of complexity and think it's going to help them. The mole shots. The mole shots. I don't understand your question. You said, I know you just talked about keeping it simple, but do you just use moving averages or any other studies or numbers you would look at? What do you mean by studies or numbers? Like in what context? Moving averages are pretty much the only indicators I use, yes, and VWAP in certain circumstances. No, I don't use anything else. Yeah, Stockbee is the best. I learned a lot from Stockbee. I got the inspiration for several of my setups from him, like the earnings gappers. That's directly from his site. He keeps it even simpler than I do. Yeah, well, NIO high tide flags only work in very few market environments, so this is one of these. So just so you're aware, like they don't really, you don't get high tide flags in most markets. Yeah, but it's because I want to. You don't need to take all the notes. I just like doing it to keep myself updated on the story. It's all about getting an edge. Like earnings numbers and just some events, like market moving events. It's good to have a little bit of an idea what the hell you're trading. Again, just taking randomness out of the picture. You want to you want stocks that have a reason to go up or stocks that have a reason to go down. So note taking helps, but this is not complexity. It's just it's just notes. But yeah, I see what you mean. But it's optional. I don't wanna train blindly, so I want to know what the hell is going on in a company. I'm not strictly looking at moving averages. Moving averages are just a guide. Doku? No, I don't think so. It's not extended. It just went sideways for like 3 days, and now it's trying to inch higher. It either needs to go parabolic, like it starts speeding up, goes to like 300 or 250 in a short amount of time, or it needs to like starting to break support levels on the 60-minute chart. It needs to get below the 10 and 20 EMAs on the 60-minute chart. Right now, there's no edge here. It's not really overextended, and it's still in the front side. NIO looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of it. It undercut VWAP and found support, and now it's yeah, but NIO BSD, this is what I told you before. This is not a trading stock. This is not a trading stock. You have to stick to the momentum leaders. Like, this is just a random stock having a random chart. You want to be in the fast. If you want to make millions, you gotta be in the fast-moving stocks. This is not a fast-moving stock. Yeah, PRTS is broke out of this flag. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. This is like a 5-star setup. Holy shit. But the entry was in like low 9s, 920s. Now it's too late. Already up 10%. But I know someone mentioned it a few days ago. They said it looks to be it looks too perfect. Is there something sketchy with it? And that's the question I asked myself. But you know, look, it is this. Sometimes you do get perfect setups, especially in microcap land. Yeah, I do use MarketSmith. I do use MarketSmith. I check I mostly during earnings season. Not so much off earnings season. WRTC, the entry was, I think my entry was below 10, or in the very low 10s. That was that spot. When it started breaking out of this high tight flag. That was that spot on, or a buy point on WRTC. DraftKings? I'm short DraftKings. Looks like shit for now. I'm using the declining 10-day as my trailing stop on DraftKings. Livongo short. Maybe, I don't know. It's still building higher lows on the 60-minute chart. I think it needs to go higher. It's not. It just broke out of a flag. It doesn't look very extended, in my opinion. Again, I'm long, so I may be biased. JRC, yeah, I saw someone mentioning on Twitter, I think. Yeah, China stocks are hot, so they're pumping the China stocks hard. Guys, if you want to trade the pump stocks, it's fine, but make sure you buy it on a good setup and not because, you know, it's going up, therefore it has to go higher. But understand, anytime you see these illiquid stocks randomly pop out of nowhere, there's a couple of chat rooms on this thing, okay? There's a good chance if you buy, you're gonna sell to those guys. So make sure there's gonna be some buying after you buy. This Zoom, I was long this thing last week. I stopped out for a tiny loss, but it just won't go away. I'm thinking about rebuying it. Maybe above yesterday's highs. This thing wants to go to 300 plus. Yeah, yeah, exactly, it does. Overstock does remind me of NVAX and INO last week. Yeah. No, Fastly is absolutely not a buy today. It was a buy in the high 20s when we initially bought it. Then it had another good setup in the 50-51 area. And I bought it yesterday, or I rebought it, I would say, in the mid 87s, but today is absolutely not a good ad spot. It's already a very extended stock. Like, especially when you have an extended stocks like these, you gotta be very careful. You cannot chase. Like, chasing sometimes work when a stock is coming out of a big base, like it did here on the earnings day. But especially when a stock is already super extended, like it's like trying to squeeze the last drops out of a wet towel. That's what this setup is. So you have very small margins of error. You gotta buy them precisely when they come out of a range. Otherwise, you're gonna be dead. You won't be trading in 6 months. No, I'm not in AYRO. I got stopped out when they announced the offering. Livongo, a Corona stock? Well, I guess they benefit from the pandemic, maybe. But it's not a Corona stock per se. Fastly, a high tide flag. That's the setup. UMRX, yeah, I was thinking about shorting it yesterday. I never did. I just don't like shorting these low priced ones. I would have to do like 500,000 shares, and I would pay 10,000 in commissions, and yeah, I just don't like them. But yeah, it's up today again. Nikola. Well, Nikola had an entry opening range highs today. Now there's nothing there. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of the NIO starter, which is good. I want this thing to go higher. High teens, low mid 20s. Heck, the higher it goes, the better the short is gonna be. What's Workhorse doing today? Oh, it's bouncing from yesterday. All right. All these electric vehicle related stocks are going absolutely bonkers. Ah, BLDP. You know, oh fuck, I want to rebuy this thing. Oh, I want to rebuy this thing. Should I rebuy BLDP? Wait, 50, you know what? This is not something I usually do. It's very stupid, but sometimes FOMO gets the best of me. It's very stupid. I just bought 40,000 of BLDP, 40,000 shares. I just can't. I got stopped out yesterday. I can't. If this thing goes to like 25, 30 without me, I'm gonna be very unhappy. Yeah, 1450-ish was the initial entry, but I got stopped out yesterday. I'm rebuying higher. Fuck this shit. Fuck this stock. It's gonna NIO me. NIO is up like 30% since I sold it yesterday. 40%. It's gonna do the same thing. I can't. It's gonna go straight up. It's just a runaway market. I can't. I can't live with these things. Going up straight up without me. Tesla. Oh man, Tesla. Tesla looks like it want to go higher too. It's pretty much flagging on the 60-minute chart. That's what Tesla is doing. Jesus Christ. I know, Tesla only goes up. I should buy the shorts. Did you see the Tesla shorts? I'm gonna order them. I'm gonna order these for my girlfriend. These are fucking amazing. Out of stock? No! Why? Come on, guys. You need to make enough of these. 69.420. I love the pricing. They're undervalued. No one in chat is my girlfriend. She's not in the chat. She's not a loser like you guys. Or including me. She's not a loser like us. She has a life. Someone mentioned TAP. Wait, what? Who mentioned TAP? What should think about TAP? I think it's not a trading stock and you should avoid it. That's why I think about TAP. I'm not gonna pay $200-300 for those shorts. They're gonna be in stock soon, don't worry. I hope so at least. Because they are pretty sexy. Someone asked me where my GAN stop is. My GAN stop is, I'm pretty much trailing the 10-day. Like if it closes below the 10-day, I'm out. I don't remember where my entry was. Was it like 25? Something like that. Anywho. You know what? I'm gonna move my stop back down to high 23s. And then I'm gonna use the trailing 10-day as my... Or the close below the 10-day as my... let's see. Okay, I took a $32,000 loss on NIO, it looks like. It looks like. Oh shit, this Zoom is starting to go. You know what, I think we're gonna have a last like melt up move in the markets. Or maybe not, I don't know. I just bought 7,000 shares of Zoom. Let's do this. Let's go to 300 plus. Again, not a traditional setup. But when I see, you know, when you see, look at how tight this thing is. I think this thing could start speeding up soon. Unless it breaks down, but that's what stops are for. But if it doesn't break down, like this thing could do something amazing. Not a traditional setup of mine. I am trading a few untraditional setups. I very rarely do that, but sometimes, you know, when the markets are, you just have to adapt. Very high fail rate on that setup. It's not really a super good setup, but in case we go into like a parabolic rally in the markets, I want to be positioned in some of the momentum leaders more heavily than I already am. Just in case. INO? I'm not in INO. I can't move my stop because I'm not in INO. No, I'm gonna get my new car in about 2 weeks or so, 2.5 weeks. Reality, not a momentum leader. I see the setup, but you know, it's not a big edge trading. It's not a momentum leader. I wouldn't trade it. Yes, what I'm doing on BLDP and Zoom, it is chasing. But sometimes, you know, when you are in a lockout rally or whatever you want to call it, just a melt up market, I'm doing a few untraditional things. But I have the profit batting to play around a little bit. I've tripled my count in the past 3 months. I can mess around a little bit. I've deserved it. Those of you who haven't deserved it, if you haven't been a big run, don't do these setups. They're very high failure rate setups. Would I short GLD? What global climate are you talking about? What's special about the global climate? I mean, Beely, hyperinflation? There is no hyperinflation. Why I didn't like solo over $2? I did like it. I did see it when it broke out the day one. I didn't trade it because it's too thin for me. But it was a perfect high tide flag breakout. This is a perfect setup. Perfect setup. The entry was in the low twos, 2 teens maybe. 5-star setup, absolutely. Those of you with smaller accounts should have been all over it. It's a EV pump stock. But why would I short GLD if there was hyperinflation and GLD is a hedge against hyperinflation? I don't understand. Why would I short it? You mean long it, not short it? Lulu flagging? Yeah, Lulu is flagging. It's a slower type of stock, but one thing I like about it is how smooth it is. It reminds me about RH. RH was also pretty smooth. Look how smoothly it writes the 10 and 20-day moving averages. Lulu, well, it's not as smooth but as RH, but yeah, it's a slower type of stock, but yeah, it could work. I like the smoothness of it, I do. look, guys, if you see a specific setup in something, trade the specific setup. But there are funds with hundreds of millions under management, okay, that are buying this thing. Like they're buying up gold. Central banks are buying gold. And it's going up daily. Why would you short this thing? Because you don't think there is hyperinflation. You should never fight the tape. If there always has to be a specific setup. Can't trade on opinions alone. Like, why is this thing a short? I don't think it looks like a good short at all. I think it looks like a horrible short. It looks like it wants to go to 200 plus. Yeah, but what if it speeds up? It's literally hitting new highs as we speak. Like, I don't think it is a good short at all. This thing could speed up and go to low 200s over the next few weeks. It's been building base on a base for a couple of years now. Like, you can do whatever you want with your money, but I would strongly advise against shorting GLD now, right now. Square is not yet a short. Again, it's been kind of grinding the past 3 sessions. It's been building higher lows on the 60-minute chart. It needs to either get overextended or it needs to show some type of reversal signs, like it's some kind of backside action, like it starts like instead of these 10 and 20-day moving averages on the 60-minute chart acting as support, they need to start acting as resistance. Okay, and the same thing goes for GLD. And by the way, GLD has an ADR of 0.9%. It barely moves. Like, this thing moves ultra slowly. Like, if you want to trade gold, or you want to trade this theme, I think it's either better to do options or do one of the triple ETFs, like gold miner ETFs, because this thing moves ultra slow either way. So both for the square and GLD, like it either needs to go parabolic, like get extended to the upside, or it needs to show backside action. You need an edge. Can't trade random things. Pen setting up as a short. Maybe, yeah. DD. Wait, sorry. D-Dog, yeah, D-Dog. Yeah, it's breaking higher. I'm not gonna add to it, personally. Snapchat? Yeah, sure. It's already had a big run. But yeah, if they remove TikTok, yeah, absolutely. Snapchat is gonna benefit from it. Absolutely. Oh, day trader. Yeah, okay, I see. I know you mean when I was short? I did lower my stop on it as it went lower. Yeah, I did lower my stop, but not break even. It was, you gotta give stocks some wiggle room, especially when you're swing and position trading. Like, they don't have to go straight up or straight down because you enter them. You need to give them some wiggle room. But I don't remember exactly how I moved my stop on it though. It was like last week. too long time ago to remember. CLNE. Oh, wow. Why is this thing up? Oil gas related name. Did they have any news or is it just a pump? AIHS is fading. Another random stock gapping on some random stuff. There's been so many of them past few months. Chevron deal? Oh, so it may be legit, okay. Look, the mole shots, like, look. If you think it's a good setup, I mean, sure. I don't think it's a good setup. I think it's a very dangerous short here, personally. Because I've been trading the overextended stocks for many years, and the ETFs. NIO, yeah, it's setting up. I'm watching NIO very closely. Damn it stopped me out! Fuck! Oh god. And now it's probably gonna go lower. Or maybe not. Large gaps? Depends on the stock and depends on how big this gap is. But I rarely short on day one. NIO. Okay, so now it's retesting or undercutting VWAP again. If it can't hold if it can't get it back above VWAP, I may start adding back on NIO. I'm gonna do a bit more size than I did last time. Okay, time to do a scan here. Solo. This thing looks this thing looks like it has a pretty good breakout. It's too late to enter now. And PRTS is now on my scan. You know what? I'm gonna track this PRTS. I'm gonna put it here, my back watch list, and see what happens to it over the next few weeks. No, I only go through my back watch list when it's time to clean them up. Like my oldest back watch list stays 10th of June and we're at 8th of July right now, so it's time to clean up. We could clean up this 10th of June one. June, yeah, this is where I bought Zoom. I remember I bought Zoom this day. Also, it felt like chasing. I remember when I bought it this day, it felt like I was chasing like crazy, but you know, I just felt like, I think here, that's when the market had a couple of weak days and this thing just kept building higher lows and couldn't refuse to go down. That's why I added when it took out this little small range. And now it's what, 25% higher almost. Livongo, this thing had, let's say 10th of June. It had a failed breakout that day. I think, yeah, I bought it and they got stopped out the next day. Beely too, it had a fake breakout, or not fake, a failed breakout. I don't remember if I bought this one or not that day. I do remember I bought it on this day here, and then it went straight up. Twilio, let's see, also had a failed breakout. A lot of, yeah, this one I remember I bought. They got stopped out the next day. Chainog. Oh yeah, this one I bought. No, I didn't buy it. Not on this day, no. T-Doc, I didn't buy it. Let's see, where is it? 10th of June, it's here. I wish I had. Tencent had a failed breakout. W had a working breakout though. W broke out of this high tide flag. And ZI topped that day. Wait, did I short this thing? No, I didn't. I don't think I shorted it. Or did I? I think I lost money on it. I don't remember this one. I must have shorted it. It was a pretty decent setup. I can't remember it right now. Bill, yeah, this one I bought, I remember. And then I got stopped out the next day like an idiot. I raised my stop too fast. And now it's what, 25% higher. Great. This is the day Lake gapped up on good earnings. A lot of big gappers on that day that faded. All right. So this is what I use the back watch list for. I pretty much track stocks that gapped up on news or, you know, just breakouts and stuff like that that look decent, and just see how they act. This is how you build the skill. You need to see how stocks move. You need to learn how stocks move. You need to go back and track the things. Like this PRTS having a 5-star breakout today. In a month, I'm gonna go back and look at the back watch list for 8th of July, and I'm gonna see how what the breakout did, how it fared. I don't look at short interest. I don't think there's an edge in looking at short interest. Solar stocks, SCDG, yeah, it's grinding higher. Not seeing a good setup in this thing. This one is pretty choppy, to be honest. EMPH has been a better trader, but they need to set up. And then you also had this run that bought VSLR yesterday. This one is going straight up. Peloton is grinding high. I have a feeling like a lot of these grinders are gonna like speed up. I just have the feeling. MDB is setting up. I'm gonna set an alert on this thing. I don't know. It feels like we may have a melt up coming. I may be totally wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna take a couple of losses. Most notably BLDP and Zoom. But if I'm right, I'm gonna make an additional $1,000,000 or so. So I don't know. That would be nice. Oh, this HCCH. I need to put a stop on this thing. Wow, Alibaba is in runaway mode now. Yeah, I know, $1,000,000. I mean, I'm talking about just these two stocks, like BLDP, Zoom, and MDB also, if this thing triggers. But obviously, if we go into like melt up mode over the next few weeks, I'm gonna make much more because I have a pretty decent long portfolio. Pretty decent. Okay, so Zoom has been building lower highs now, and it's just looks like he wants to lose the VWAP again. Short Beyond Meat? No. It's actually flagging here. It found support on the rising 50-day, put in another higher low after losing the McDonald's contract and all of those bad news. But then they had good news. They got a contract with Alibaba and some Chinese supermarkets and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like, or I strongly feel this is gonna be a good long if it breaks above that 140, that high 140s. It's the short is still intact. It's a momentum leader, and yeah, setting an alert on it. But it's definitely not a short here. Has no indications that he wants to go lower yet. You had a dream about solar power, so it makes sense to buy? Yeah. Sounds legit. SC, yeah. Oh, damn, I only have small position left. It's now more than a double from where I bought it. Pretty nice. I just wish I had more shares left. Oh my god, it's gotta go to 160. Maybe they won't, but you know, as long as they buy the stock, I'll be happy. Yeah, I just shorted 70,000 shares of NIO. 71-cent average. Gonna use, what should I use as my stop? No, 20, I don't know. Maybe this, 15, 12. Okay, Tesla looks like it's weakening, or maybe not, we'll see. Like on the 60-minute chart, Tesla looks really good. It's still building higher lows. But if it fades, it could very easily fade back to low thousands. Can you guys believe Tesla is up 50%, no, sorry, 65% since it broke out from here. It's absolutely unbelievable. I didn't think it was gonna go up 65% over the next few weeks when I bought it. This is another perfect high tide flag. It was almost too perfect. Unbelievable. A mega cap stock. Jesus Christ. Tesla make it more attractive to retail? I'm sorry, but this is like the most beloved retail stock ever. I don't think it can get more attractive to retail. I don't think it's gonna make a difference if they make a 10 to 1 stock split. Tesla is like literally the most beloved retail stock. My final target on NIO? My final target? I think the rising 10-day. Obviously it's gonna be moving up for every day, but I'm thinking low teens. Maybe a realistic target over the next 3 to 5 sessions. You know, something like that. But yeah, I think rising 10, rising 20-day are the targets for me. No, we're definitely not in the clear on NIO because it just put in another higher low, or actually it wasn't a higher low, but it's below VWAP now. Like if it reclaims VWAP, that wouldn't be a good thing. But as long as it stays above VWAP and keeps building lower highs, it's gonna be fine. I'm in about half size. I'll add another 70k if it starts weakening later in the day. The Zoom is the low of the day. Or actually, if it goes red, that's my stop. On Zoom. But I hope it zooms higher. Oh, I need to check my portfolio. I haven't checked my portfolio in a while. Oh, SC. Fucking stock. Oh, I just got logged out of my trading platforms. How nice. I lost connection on my laptop. Okay. Why did I lose the... Oh. Okay. Connection is back. Damn, this D-Dog. Maybe I should have added to it. Oh, no. I should have added to it. Unless they keep moving higher, I'm raising my stops. All of these things that are straight up. I just keep moving my stops higher. Just trailing them. Who says retail is taking so much profits? Where do you get that from? I mean, if you're talking about the past 3 months, it's because the market has been going straight up. And all the pump stocks have made insane moves. But there are different kinds of retail. So you have these crazy day traders, and then you have like people who invest for a long term. Everyone has been winning past 3 months. What I think about nickel and the current spike? Well, nickel would have been a 5-star long setup if it had gapped down, but it didn't gap down, it gapped up, so I passed on it because I didn't see a good entry on it. But I mean, you know, it could keep bouncing. Maybe it goes to mid-high 50s or something. I don't know. It could. I just don't see an edge on it right now. Yeah, Shopify and Tesla, these are the momentum growth leaders. As long as these things look fine, I think we are gonna be fine in the markets. Tesla is weakening a little bit, but Shopify looks great on the 60-minute chart. Wait, which stock are we talking about? Marcus Aurelius. That's a great name, by the way, Marcus Aurelius. Nicola? Wait. You were holding the 40 put and you got destroyed? Where did you short this thing? Or what put did you buy? You shouldn't get destroyed. Like the entry for shorts, no matter if you did the puts or the short, it was here. Like mid-low 60s. That was the entry on this thing. You shouldn't have gotten destroyed on anything. You need to have very specific entries. Oh, 40 put? Oh, wait. You know what? I don't understand the options, so I don't really. I can't. I don't have an opinion. I really don't. I still, like I say almost daily, I think options is for suckers most of the time. I don't think anyone who hasn't made at least a few million in the market shouldn't do options. I think they're just too many things are working against you. Alright, NIO is now, it failed the bounce, it couldn't even retest the VWAP, and now it looks like it may want to go. You know what, I may even short more here. Should I? No, I didn't. Maybe I'll short more later. Oh no, please MDB, do not break out today. Don't break out today, please. Okay, I'm gonna do one last scan and then I'm gonna cut the stream. So if you have any questions, you can ask them now. GSX, yeah. This is gonna be a nice short setup in the next few sessions. Hopefully it can keep going higher. But it is setting up like Overstock did. Up 3, 4, 5 days in a row and then we get a reversal. Hopefully we get some follow through on this Overstock. I still have a little bit more than 2/3 of my shares. But yeah, GSX in a couple of days. Gonna be a good one. Is the market going to close deep red today? I don't think so. I don't know. Well, I mean, if a stock starts getting parabolic, that's when I start moving my stop higher using the 60-minute moving averages instead of the daily. Just because I don't want to give back too much profits. Why don't do that with Livongo? Because Livongo just came out of a nice base. So I don't think it's parabolic yet. Or not parabolic, but you know, like really extended. If you're trading from the west coast, yeah, it makes sense to move to the east coast. I've been trading on the west coast. It's brutal. Have to get up like 4:30 a.m. Have to go to sleep like 8:30 p.m. It's like it's pretty nuts. I'm an evening person, and I've been to the west coast twice, and yeah, oh man. Getting up at 4:30, that's not really my thing, man. Not really my thing. So if you can move to the east coast, sure. Yeah, Europe is nice. Trading the U.S. markets from Europe is nice, but yeah, you're kind of like with everyday life because it's like totally different hours. You know, you start working when most people are, you know, about to stop working. So you're kind of off sync with everyone else. But it's kind of nice. in a way, because you don't have to, you can go to the gym and stuff like that. You don't have to, there's, it's, half empty. There's no traffic. So it's nice in many ways, but I do wish the time difference was a couple of hours less. SC, I only have 3,000 small shares left. It's like, what, 20% of my initial position maybe. Or maybe even less, 10-15% of my initial position. I'm on the East Coast in Sweden. Not that it matters, it's the same time zone. Why is it much more fun to short parabolic stocks to go long high tide flags? Is it? I don't know. I think it's, in my opinion, it's pretty scary sometimes to short parabolic stocks. Like Overstock was a smooth one. Like that was like, I shorted it and went straight down. But most of the time when I short parabolics, they don't go straight down. Especially not lately, because the market has been super strong. Like NIO, it stopped me out. And now it looks like it's strengthening again, this piece of shit stock. Oh man. How much difference? How much different is trading EU stock market? Well, we have many different stock markets in Europe. We don't have just one market. Every country has their own market. But I don't trade other markets than the US, so I don't know. If you're up 50% on a trade, do you take some profits? Okay, so I'm gonna go back and, like, I keep saying this every single day. You should spend like at least 1,000 hours studying stocks. No, you don't need the FAQ. What you need to do is develop expertise. You need to go look at thousands of stocks that made big moves. And okay, what time frame are we talking about? 50% in what time frame? Are we talking about a year or a few days? A week? Okay, yeah. So go back and do that, like what I talked about 2 days ago. And if you don't know what I talked about, again, link you the YouTube clip. I even have the timestamp you need to check. I pretty much talk about studying how stocks move. Like how common is a 50% move in 1 week? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna link it in chat with the timestamp and everything. No, sorry. No, wait. That's the wrong timestamp. Okay, now is the, wait, what? No. Wait, I have to. How the? Oh, okay, wait. I know. Wait.
I'm having two conversations.
129.55. Okay. Now you're gonna get to. Okay, so you need to listen to that. What you need to do is build your own expertise, so you don't have to ask these questions. Because if you know how rare or common a 50% move in a week is, you can determine for yourself if you're gonna take profits or not. Hint, it's not that common. 50% move. Unless like it's some kind of random pump microcap. So my answer is yes, you should probably be taking some profits if you're up 50% in a week in a stock. Yeah. $50 hours of your 1,000 hours? Okay. Really? Have you spent 50 hours watching my YouTube videos? Wow. BLDP. BLDP piece of shit. It's gonna stop me out. Zoom is gonna stop me out too. That's why you don't do these random trades. That's why I don't chase. Guys, I'm teaching you real time not to chase stocks, so you don't have to do the stupid mistakes I do. Maybe I'll go short TQQ today. I'm tempted. Alright, I'm gonna cut the stream now because I'm getting hungry and tired. But thanks for joining today, and I'll see you tomorrow. And by the way, I forgot to record this session, so it's not gonna get uploaded to YouTube, unfortunately.